Tampa Bay Rays will be playing their entire home slate of games at the Yankees spring training site and their rookie league site and A-ball league site, George M. Steinbrenner Field. It's interesting. Listen, I can't knock this because it was an act of God that destroyed Tropicana Field. They have to play somewhere. They want to play, obviously, in their footprint. So it came down to the Phillies spring training site in Clearwater and the Yankees spring training site in Tampa. And Major League Baseball has decided that the more Major League ready facility is the Yankee clubhouse for spring training and for the A-ball team is better than, I'd say, 20 big league, major league clubhouses.
I was there last spring.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. And it's getting better. They're adding on to it. They've got indoor batting, everything you want for a major league team. But here's the things that you have to deal with, Don. You got an 11,000 capacity. And although the Rays don't draw a lot of people, they averaged 16,000 a game last year.
Right.
So 5,000 times 80, you're losing 400,000 customers. Second of all, it rains all the time in that area during the summer. That's why they played at Tropicana Field. Third of all, can you imagine games there in June, July, and August? It's going to be sweltering.
It's going to be crazy.
So, again, I'm not knocking them. I'm not knocking baseball. They're doing the best that they can do in a really tough situation, but there's a lot of things that can go wrong with this. Maybe it turns into an unbelievable home field advantage for the Rays.
Well, it definitely could create an atmosphere where every game is sold out and get crazy. I mean, we saw that with the Coyotes in the NHL when they were playing at Arizona State University. They had held 5,500 fans, and the building's packed, and there's a great atmosphere. But if it's 110 in the shade, and every other day you're getting rained out and rain delays, that's a problem. Also, I don't know how you get around it, Michael, but Tampa's a small market team, and they're going to have to pay the Yankees $5 million. $15 million, excuse me. That's but what are you going to do?
That might help the Yankees sign Soto.
But you see the awkwardness of this is like a small market team paying a big market team $15 million. Well, Major League Baseball should probably cover it.
Well, I'm sure the other owners don't think that. It is unusual because the cost of fixing the roof is $55 million.
Right.
And they can't do it till next year. It would not be able to be fixed for this year. And then the city of St. Pete, which is building to raise a new ballpark right on that parking lot area, which is supposed to open in 3 years. They're going, well, wait, we're not paying $55 million for a roof when 2 years later we're opening a new ballpark. So this could be a 3-year thing that they're playing at Steinbrenner Field.
I wouldn't doubt if it is.
And if you're the Yankees, you have to get paid to use your facility.
How did it work for the Blue Jays when they played in Buffalo? I know it wasn't as long, but
it was their that was their AAA site.
Right, but I'm saying, was the atmosphere like?
I don't know. It was COVID.
Yeah, that's right. There was nobody there.
Yeah.
We didn't know. So, listen, it could work to their advantage. I could see that being kind of a cool vibe, right? 11,000 people in the building, all going nuts for it. It is interesting.
Players just keeling over because of the heat.
Well, that's not ideal, and 3 days of rain and having to play back-to-back doubleheaders. But, Peter, it could be kind of like fun, that a jam-packed building with strange circumstances. I don't know. I'm just trying to find a silver lining in this thing.
Well, wait, how many people fit there?
11,000.
Guys, listen. A lot of times I talk with some of my wrestling nerd friends about the problems with WWE's main competition, AEW. And one of the biggest problems they face is that they decided to start running gigantic buildings. And so their buildings are all half empty. And they're too stubborn to change their mind and go to a smaller building. So you could go from looking like you're failing to looking like you have the hottest ticket in town if you lower capacity. Guys, isn't this, to find a silver lining, isn't this exactly what the Rays need?
But now here's the flip side, though, Peter. I like the way you're thinking, but there are a lot of Rays games that draw 5,000 people. So then you're adding insult to injury. In an 11,000-seat ballpark, it's going to be half empty. You know what I mean? That's going to look awful, too.
But I do think that the ability to be able to go, if you can kind of create a vibe where people want to go there, and maybe parking's a little cheaper, maybe more convenient to get there. There's a lot of things that can maybe drive some fans to say, I wouldn't go to the Trop. It's ugly. There's nobody there. Team stinks, but I can go to a minor league ballpark, sit a little closer, And maybe there's something that's created there that's a buzz that can kind of make it a little fun.
You're going to see anybody who goes to a game there is going to get one of the greatest seats you can get in the Major League ballpark.
Well, that's one of
it's a single deck stadium.
And also, I would think the broadcast booth's got to be pretty cool too, like the call games from there. Like that was the thing about going to Arizona State.
Well, you were in the broadcast booth there.
Yeah,
you did a show there.
Yeah, that's
but it's
good.
Small.
It's small, but you're relatively close. You're not like really high up. And when I called the Ranger Coyote game a couple of years ago, it was 5,500 people, but the place was packed. The atmosphere was amazing. I mean, I called the game. I felt like I was on the bench. It was pretty awesome. It's not sustainable for a professional franchise to play in front of that few people, but it could create something kind of fun.
So the Yankees are going to have their A-ball team, the Tampa Tarpons. They have to use other fields in the area for the 2025 season. So, I mean, wow. What a mess.